Maurice still hasn't learned his lesson. And something I forgot in last night's review is on the preview for next week's episode of Tyler Perry Sistas, they said that they found a body. And I said they only say that when the body is gone, not not the body gone, but the person is dead, right? They only say that when they gone, right? Because a lot of people, I had heard a spoiler that Jennifer was the one who set Karen Salon on fire. But then people was like, okay, it was because Pam left the curling iron. I said, okay, now that they said that they found a body, of course they ain't gonna say that about Karen. I know she was in there, but she ain't dead. We know she ain't gone. We know she ain't gone. And I forgot to include that last night. I don't think I included that part where they said on the preview for next week's episode 3, that they found a body. But yeah, look, so much. I liked this episode, y'all. Comment down below. Did y'all like this episode? I feel like this episode was better than the first episode to me. But yeah, it was a lot going on. Look, that dude Jonah, I don't know what they're gonna have to do to this man, but he ain't gone yet. He ain't gone yet. They say he already out of jail. And they saying that, he had Preston said that he had to have connections within the department to get released that fast. And I said, look, between Jonah and Q, they gonna have to start picking wisely. I said that. Because look, I don't skip so far ahead. But yeah, who we gonna start with first? I said Andy, because she nothing too much going on there. Same thing been going on the whole series, her and Gary. So he in the bed, and I said, dog, she went from, remember when she told him on the first episode, she was like, don't move, she'll be there. Then when she got there, she was like, okay, you keep trying to control me and everything. She tell him to go home, but he don't go home. She tell him it's okay. My thing is she don't stick to her word. She was saying, go home, but then he was like he wanted to lay with her. She was like, no, and he shouldn't have stayed in his place. Once he bought that place to keep a watch on her, he should have been out of there. And she said she get a new guy this season, y'all. She gets a new guy, allegedly. We don't know. Sometimes spoilers don't be true. But she's supposed to get a new guy. Then they say in season 7 she's supposed to return to Gary, and he's supposed to have a pregnant fiance. And I said, look, at this point, I don't know what it's gonna take for her to learn. But I thought for sure, I was like, okay, with the Jonah situation, look how we get from Andy to Jonah. But nothing was going on last night's episode with Andy. Just she seems to have be done. She seems to be done with Gary, or I ain't gonna say done because we all know that she always returns to him. But another thing I forgot is he was questioning her about Robin, and I said, didn't they have that conversation already? Like, and then it was confusing because I thought they gave him till 5 to come up with the money. If he didn't get it by 5, then that meant, he could no longer get it. So on the season finale of season 5, he didn't get the money. I was all confused. They said he didn't show up because remember they had the whole scene with Hayden and Gary. First they was in the hallway, then they went in the room and they was like, it's past time, he don't got the money. Now on last night episode, they sitting up here talking about some Robin came up with the money, but we haven't seen Robin yet, so I don't know. That was confusing to me because I'm like, hold on, how I get this off the screen? That was to me because I said, how did he get the money or did he not get the money? Like I don't understand. But they was arguing about that about Robin, and she was like, "You came into basically he interfering with her place of business or where she work and all that." And I said, "But you knew that already. So what was the point of that dialogue? I didn't understand it." Sabrina, we're gonna go with Sabrina next because I feel like they storylines wasn't too much going on there. Danny had the interesting storyline last night, but Sabrina, she was talking to Calvin. Calvin was filling in about Maurice and the whole weapon situation. And my thing is, Sabrina was saying how Maurice is gonna land up in jail, and I said, y'all both gonna land up in jail, and y'all gonna owe this money if Maurice do something. He ain't supposed to. Already talking about something. He gonna have Q. Did y'all see that? He said he gonna have Q off. I don't know if I'm allowed. I can't say the other word. I've been saying it anyway. They gonna get me. But he talking about something. He gonna have Q off, and I said, you ain't learned your lesson yet. And he said he gonna get a confession out of Q. And my thing though is that's what y'all should have been doing to begin with. And Q could, now that we know Q's still alive, he could use this whole situation to his advantage. He could be like they tried to intimidate him. He could bring up the fact that Calvin beat him with a golf club. I said, look, they already believe Q. And I said last night in my review, I said, something tells me that they chose to believe Q, the person they seen committing the bank robbery. Why I said bank like that? They chose to believe him. So he decides to tape him. I bet they won't believe Maurice and Sabrina. But Maurice was telling Sabrina that they need to get their job back and everything. they need to get their job back. And I said, I wouldn't want to work there. Like, I understand it at the same time, but I wouldn't want to work there. They would have to find somewhere else to work because ain't no way. But I said Sabrina should have been fired a long time ago. Sabrina should have been fired a long time ago because she told how much. What did she tell about Zach? His bank account was giving details about his bank account, and I don't think they're supposed to do that. And I said that's why she should have been fired, not for no bank robbery. How you believe the person that you see got the weapons on everybody? How you take his word or whatever? I guess they just wanted somebody to take the fall for it. And we haven't seen Logan no more. We haven't seen him. But yeah, let's see, Sabrina and Calvin. Calvin still trying to be with Sabrina, but she into Bio, and Bio on the preview for next week's episode. Sabrina talking about she got bills to pay and everything. He's like, I can help with that. I said, it's only a matter of time. I feel like, cause ain't he a prince? I feel like he gonna pull that whole little storyline where okay, you marry me, you gotta marry me, especially if Maurice don't get if they don't get the money. But I feel like he like marry me or something. They go through the whole he's a prince, but now he becomes a king, but he has to get a wife. I watch too many shows, y'all, but that's how it goes. But yeah, who else we got? We might as well go with Danny because we didn't see Karen. She's still in the fight. Oh, Aaron. So Aaron calling around, he calls Pam, he looking for Karen and everything. That was it. Was that the last thing? I think that was the last part of the episode. And Pam was basically saying she don't know, maybe Karen don't want to talk to him and everything. And she drives up to see the salon on fire. And that's when everybody was saying it's Pam's fault because of the curling iron. Because of the curling iron that she left it on. But I was like, but if they found the body, wouldn't that mean just Jennifer the one who did it? But I guess they gonna show it or whatever. Because then they also, if you haven't seen the trailer for this season, Aaron is telling Karen, I still love you, right? And she's like, she ain't got time for this and all that. But we didn't see Karen. I was waiting to see it too, because I wanted to see, how she get out, who helps her out, who's to blame. That's what I was waiting on. But they waited to the last part of the episode to show that part. Let's see. I already talked about Maurice talking about he going off cue. Heather. So Zach was telling Fatima he wanted to go, be introduced to his son and everything. So he was gonna call her. She told him to come by 3 instead of 1. And on the preview for next week's episode, it's a dude there and he's talking to us, Zach or whatever. Talking about next time you come, bring the money. I said it's yet another thing, and I wrote that down. Hold on, let me see. I wrote that down. I said I feel Zach finna get put in yet another situation that could land him back in jail. And I said we've been seeing since he's the only one. I feel like I ain't gonna say only one, but the main one I see that has displayed change or displayed what they call it when the character develops and stuff like that. Yeah, he the only every time I feel like something pop off to make this man retract or go back to who he used to be. And now this dude, I'm guessing this had a boyfriend or a family member or something talking to us about next time, bring the money and everything. And then also Fatima's telling Zach on the trailer, we're gonna talk to Andy and we're gonna get custody. And I said, oh Lord, but maybe they will. So I don't know. I still don't know if Sistas was filmed before Zatima or not. But yeah, I said Zach always it's something they pop off. And they also said, spoiler, if you didn't hear, but again, spoilers sometimes don't be true, y'all. They said that Zach and Fatima are supposed to argue because once Zach find out about the salon catching fire, he gonna show concern and he gonna be overly concerned. That's what they say. I said I would expect him to be concerned because one, they because of their history. 2, because she possibly carrying his child, but we don't really know. Zach is the only one that has displayed growth. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He the only one that we've seen. I seen somebody say that they think Fatima has did a 360. She went from showing, better characteristics than now. What y'all think? But yeah, Zach is the only one I feel like. But then when you think about Fatima, if you watch it, it's like they trying to get him to retract and go back to who he used to be and stuff. Who else did we not talk about? I think we was on Danny. The whole situation with Danny. Look, I'm glad Preston showed up for her, but they started back arguing. And I said, look, put them together or don't put them together. But we've been doing this since it was either season 2. I can't remember. But yeah, he showed up for her though. He was just about to leave and he went back in there. And I said, Jonah crazy. Jonah's crazy. Danny crazy. Did y'all see? Did she flip him over a table? But yeah, look, Danny crazy, Jonah crazy, everybody crazy. But yeah, I'm glad Preston came and I'm glad he stayed the night. But I was looking at him sideways too, because Mindy, the Mindy girl, he left. I said, "You just gonna leave at the hotel?" And when I said that, Danny said, "So you just gonna leave her at the hotel?" And he's like, "She knows I love you, and she said, 'Do you love me too?'" And I said, "Well, there you go." I said, "There you have it." But yeah, I liked this episode better than the first episode of something else. Where did my notes go? I already said they found a body. Zach finna get into another altercation. Well, not an altercation, but the Tamara lady. Yeah, I think Hayden onto her because he was like, Gary was saying he want to vet her, what's her first and last name and everything. And then she was on the phone with Fatima and she was saying, she want to take everything from him. I said he could have overheard it. And if you recall, he was listening to, I think it was Fatima and Angela conversation, and he recorded them and everything, or I can't remember if he recorded them or he was listening to their conversation, but yeah. And I said, how she know he ain't been listening to her? And he's offering to take her, I think, I can't remember, but out of town. And I said, he could be onto her. I said, he could tell her, okay, do you want to, you either work for me now or something he gonna do to her. He stayed threatening people. But yeah, I said I feel like she caught, but I knew it. I knew Fatima should have known better than to get her to do this because when she told her not to put in that job application, and I said she did it anyways. That should be a real red flag, a stop sign. Y'all know I said stop sign. It should be a stop sign. Like she ain't somebody you could trust. She's like, what she call her, a B word? She said B word or something. She gonna take everything. And I said, yep, it's gonna be a problem. But if you want a Madam's girl, if you watch all the Queens, man, Madam don't play that stuff. And I said she should know already how Madam get down, Fatima get down. But yeah, she gonna get caught. She gonna get caught slipping, and she can't be trusted. Hayden could actually make a deal with I'll give you everything. I'll give you a job if you help me with this, you know. But I was hoping we didn't see Hayden focus so much, but how they go. Let me see. What else, y'all? What else? It's so much. I feel like it's so much that happened, but at the same time, it wasn't. Preston already said he coming back to stay with her because the dude, Jonah, out of jail. Gary tells Hayden to be careful with the Tamara lady. Maurice wants a confession out of Q. Let's see. I think I basically covered everything I wanted to talk about. We didn't get to see Karen. That's what I wanted. I want to see if that Jennifer lady. I think it would have been showed it if it was Jennifer who did it. I wish they would have showed it was her. But let's see. I think that's all that really, really happened that I wanted to talk about, y'all. What did y'all think of the episode? Did y'all like it or did y'all think it dragged? Danny tells Andy. Yeah, that's it. But that's it, y'all. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time. Deuces. Have a great day and be safe.